Whew. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm CHELDIN BARLATT RUMER, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. Every day, Monday through Friday, I do this for all of you and for myself. At 11 o'clock Eastern, I share a little morning message in hopes of not only keeping you motivated for the day, but every day. And my morning messages come from an array of different spaces. A friend had asked, where do you get your morning messages from? Like, where do they come from? And it's really in that moment. Whatever it is that I'm feeling in that moment, or whatever it is that I felt in that morning, I utilize that to share with all of you. Like I had mentioned, it is just as much for myself as it is for all of you. I try to keep myself on track. I try to stay positive as much as I possibly can. And it oftentimes, I find myself, trying to find the words, and these morning messages help to keep me focused. So I hope that it helps all of you. I hope that you find some sense of, rhythm within them. I do. It gives me something really focused on. I typically, I think May was kind of crazy. I'm so sorry. April was really crazy as far as speaking engagements were concerned that fell upon this time. But I typically like to keep it at this 11 o'clock Eastern hour. And it's like locked into my schedule. So I look forward to it. I just plan for it, and it feels good. So thank you so much for you guys for tuning on in. I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. This Is It Network connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections that we provide. Speaking of real connections, we have an event on Monday, May 24th at 6 p.m. Eastern via Zoom. If you have not signed up, there is a link within the post itself. Please make sure you forward to with all of you. Let me just make sure. I seem stuck. I don't know. There we go. I hope that you guys can see me. I hope that you guys can hear me, or at least you hung in for those few minutes that I may have been lost, but I am in fact back. So I hope that you guys are having a good time and that everything is moving the way that it should be for you and your week. It is Friday. And so when I talk about Fridays, we usually talk about reviewing what you did this week, how far you've come. Hello, Lisa. Good morning. Reviewing this week, how far you've come, what it is that you've got going on. I think that this week was a little, thank you so much. It was a little stuck. I don't know what is going on. This week was a lot of ups and downs, but I've been doing so much stuff. Thanks, Candy. I've been doing so many amazing things. I shouldn't even call it stuff. Really building in such an amazing way. And so many things are aligning. It's hard. It's hard to believe that all of this work is paying off the way that it is, but my darlings, it is. And so I hope that that's happening for all of you too. What I have to remind myself to do, which a lot of us forget, is to rest. My cousin gets married tomorrow, so I will be finally at a wedding, which is wonderful. It's social distance and masks and the whole thing. But at the same time, we will be together. So that's nice. The Barlatts and the Hamiltons were able to figure it out. We're all vaxxed up, vaccinated and ready to hang out with each other. So it's going to be a really nice opportunity for us to get together in an intimate setting. I love my wine, so it's at a beautiful winery. So I'm excited about that. It will give me an opportunity to relax and to rest. And I hope that all of you incorporate rest into your schedules just as much as you incorporate Zooms and meetings into your schedules. I have become more regimented in what it is that I'm doing. I've become more regimented in what it is that I allocate during my day. And so whether it's social media, posting and or engaging in social media, and that living in my calendar, me taking a breath, living in my calendar, me setting a specific time to eat in my calendar, me setting a specific time to rest in my calendar. All of this is intentional. All of this is about being really, really focused on making sure that you have as much balance as you can. And I find is if I don't set aside the time for it, if I don't make it a priority, if I don't ensure that it's on my calendar, I run myself ragged. I do it to myself. And I've said this multiple times to all that follow, fan, and like, I am my own boss. So all of this hecticness is on me. All of this overscheduling is on me. right? All of this, running around and pantsing around and get all that stuff is on me. And it really stems from the fact that I came from a space of not believing. And this is a vulnerable thing for me to share with you. It came from a space of not believing that what I was doing was enough, not believing that what I was doing was built enough, right? So the anxiety comes in, for at least for me, because I'm overcompensating. I'm over planning because it's never ready. 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 I can't sleep because I have to keep working on it. And I have surrendered that. It's done. This is it. Network is what it is. Scream Your Dream is what it is. I'm working in it, not on it. So the pressure of it all is really about going to work versus building. And I know that that is a place to achieve and a place to arrive at, but that leaves me specific time during that day to rest, to pick up the phone and call people, to pick up the phone and say, hey, how are you? To go, I was out last night for one of the first time, shout out to Yaya Horn, amazing, love you, was able to reconnect with a very, 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 very close friend and an advisor for This Is It Network. Just loved reconnecting with her in this way. I had an opportunity to do that. I would have never done that. I got to send another email. I got to create another PowerPoint. I got to, all of the things which keeps you from slowing down, which keeps you from resting. Thank you so much, my friend. It keeps you from slowing down. It keeps you from resting. And so what I want us to do is to make it a priority. And I know that that is not enough. So I need you to use your Google Calendar. I need you to get involved with your Outlook. And I need you to set aside specific time for the things in which you need in your space, in your life. And one of those things in which you need, darling, is rest, and you need to eat. You know what I've also added, you fools with the big jugs of water? I can't commit to carrying a toddler around with me. Jug of water. I can't commit. I might get there, but I can't commit to that right now. But what I can commit to is putting drinking water in my calendar and drinking a glass of water or a large, whatever it is, thermos of water when I am eating each of my meals. I have to do that. And for those overachievers out there, once you put it in the schedule, you won't dare let yourself down in that way. Because it is not in the schedule, it is not a priority. It has changed the way in which I look at what it is that I have to do. My morning message in my calendar, eating lunch in my calendar. And what it's done is that it's also created an ability to pause, not only rest my mind, but physically rest. We don't share. Hello, Renee. We don't share how hard this is for us physically. We think it's mentally, we think we're worried about budget, all of that manifests itself in sickness and fatigue, and you need to give yourself an opportunity to rest and regroup. But the only way that which we will do it, for those of us who are overachievers, for those of us who pride ourselves in the ability to multitask and not do every task well, it is time for you to incorporate that into your schedule. It is time for you to determine, to understand, to know that you are a priority. And in order for you to complete everything on your to-do list, you must be rested. You must be the best of yourself. And that means that you must be hydrated and fed. And that means you must be rested. Hey, Joe, how are you? Happy Friday. I want to make sure that you guys are clear on that. I know that that's so hard. Hey, Darby, happy Friday. It's just about slowing down, getting a sense of peace in how far you have come, looking and saying, out of desperation is why I was overworking. I was desperate. I was concerned. I believed if I did not work as 24 hours a day, that I would miss something, that the opportunity wouldn't be there tomorrow. But I know that that was a lie that I told myself in order to keep me moving. All of the opportunities in which exist now will exist tomorrow. Right? We are not waiting in line, at least not the majority of us, for American Idol. Things are going to be there when we wake up in the morning. It is not the missed opportunity, but you need to come to the table with some rest. You need to come to the table with some rest. And this is a hard thing. And I'm saying this, as I typically do, within my morning messages, in order to keep me motivated, in order to keep me on track. Because I found myself this week even getting back on the treadmill of things, working for the sake of working, getting really frustrated that things weren't moving far enough, but I wasn't resting within them. So I'm going to take my own advice today, my darlings, my sweethearts. I'm going to take my own advice. I'm going to rest this weekend. I'm going to enjoy my family. I'm going to celebrate the marriage and the wedding of my cousin. And I'm going to ensure that I get the rest that I need. So next week, woo, you all better watch out. I'm CHELDIN BARLATT RUMER, and this is it. I need for you to follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. For all of our upcoming episodes, log on to thisisit.tv for more information on Scream Your Dream and how I can assist you, whether it be personally or professionally. You can find that at thisisitTV.com. I do this Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern. If you think that you have someone in your life that is overworking themselves and needs to take a break, and needs to rest and needs to hear from someone else, make sure you forward this to your loved ones. I'm telling you, we all need to rest. And if that means we've got to put it into that Google Calendar, if we got to put it into that Outlook, I suggest we do so we are better for the next day. If you're interested in joining me on Monday, May 24th, we have our Rules of Engagement, Creating Social Media Conversations. It is a Zoom event. It's only $25 to attend. The link can be found within the post. I'd love for you to join us. If you'd like to become part of our Scream Your Dream membership, information on that can also be found in the post. If you need me, please let me know. My goal is for all of you to tell your story, for you to find your voice, for you to no longer whisper your wishes, but for you to scream your dream. I will see you all on Monday. Have a wonderful, restful weekend.